Oh, friends, I want to speak to you about something that has followed you longer than your own name. Before you learned how to desire this or that, before you learned what to ask for, longing was already breathing inside you. You did not invite it. You did not choose it. It arrived with your first separation, and it has never truly left. Many of you think longing is a problem to be solved, an ache to be silenced, a hunger to be filled. I tell you, it is none of these. Longing is not an enemy. It is the mark left on you by where you come from. I know longing well. It has kept me awake when others sleep peacefully. It has followed me into gatherings where laughter filled the room, yet my chest felt empty. Longing does not always announce itself as sorrow. Sometimes it wears the mask of restlessness, sometimes of ambition, sometimes of love for a face or a voice. You chase these forms, thinking the object will cure the ache. But when you reach it, the ache changes its shape and continues. This is not cruelty. This is instruction. O seekers, do not mistake longing for desire. Desire reaches outward toward things that can be named. Longing reaches inward toward something that cannot. Desire says, if I have this, I will be satisfied. Longing says nothing so clearly. It simply burns. It does not point to a place in the world. It points beyond the world, even when you try to tie it to a person, a goal, or a dream. That is why satisfaction never lasts. The object was never the source. I have watched people try to silence longing with pleasure, with knowledge, with piety, even with silence itself. None of these succeed for long. Longing is older than your strategies. It does not ask permission before it returns. You can distract yourself for a while, but the moment you are still, it speaks again. Not in words, longing does not need language, but in a pressure that reminds you something essential is missing. And what is missing is not something you lost recently. It is something you lost before memory. O friends, when the reed flute cries, it is not asking to be comforted. It is remembering where it once stood. Longing works the same way for you. It is memory without images. It is knowledge without concepts. It does not tell you where you were, but it assures you that you were whole. That assurance is both pain and mercy. Pain, because you feel the distance. Mercy, because you are not allowed to forget. Many of you fear longing because it makes you feel incomplete. You think wholeness should feel calm, settled, resolved. I tell you, wholeness is not something you can build from this side. From here, it arrives as yearning. From here, it appears as unrest. Longing is the shadow cast by wholeness on a divided world. If you had no longing, you would be fully at home here. And if you were fully at home here, you would never search. O beloved ones, do not rush to quiet your longing. Sit with it long enough to hear what it is not saying. It is not saying, find a better distraction. It is not saying, become someone else. It is not saying, accumulate more. Longing says only this: remember. It pulls you forward, not by promise, but by ache. It does not explain itself, because explanation would reduce it to something manageable. And longing refuses to be managed. I speak to you as one who has followed longing into places where certainty could not survive. There were times I wished it would leave me alone. There were times I envied those who seemed content with small answers. But longing did not loosen its grip. It stripped me instead. It removed false comforts, familiar identities, borrowed meanings. It did not destroy me. It cleared a space where something truer could descend. O seekers, understand this carefully. Longing is not meant to be fulfilled in the way hunger is fulfilled. If it were, it would end. And if it ended, the path would end with it. Longing is meant to guide, not to conclude. It keeps you moving when knowledge would tempt you to stop. It keeps you praying when certainty would make prayer unnecessary. It keeps you alive to the unseen when the visible world claims all your attention. You may ask, then what should I do with longing? I tell you, do not rush ahead of it, and do not fall behind it. Walk with it. Let it deepen you rather than scatter you. Let it burn away what is not essential. Longing becomes dangerous only when you try to satisfy it with substitutes. Then it turns into addiction, obsession, despair. But when you let longing remain what it is, a sign rather than a solution, it becomes a companion. Oh friends, there is a difference between being wounded and being lost. Longing wounds you, but it does not lose you. It keeps you oriented toward what you cannot yet see. Even when you wander, longing remembers the direction. That is why those who feel it most deeply are often those who appear most restless. Their stillness lies elsewhere. Their home is not built from familiar materials. As the path unfolds, something subtle begins to happen. Longing does not disappear, but it changes its voice. It grows quieter, not because it is weakening, but because you are listening more closely. What once felt like agitation becomes tenderness. What once felt like absence becomes presence felt just out of reach. You are not healed of longing. You are refined by it. O beloved ones, I will not tell you that longing will end. I will tell you something truer. One day, longing will no longer feel like distance. It will feel like intimacy that has not yet spoken its final word. And when that word comes, it will not arrive as a sound. It will arrive as stillness so complete that longing itself will rest. Until then, honor this fire within you. Do not curse it. Do not rush to extinguish it. Longing is the way the beloved keeps you awake in a world that wants you to sleep. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episodes.